is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Time right now is 4:27 here on your Tuesday morning. We want to thank you for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. We begin with the big news of today, the Red Fur Ed rally happening at the State House just a few hours from now.
Yeah, we're learning that more than 10,000 teachers are expected to head to the Indiana State House here off Washington Street and Capitol Avenue. And they're going to be rallying for 3 different main issues. Those issues include an increase in teacher pay, also not being graded, the schools or the teachers, on the results of the iLearn test, and they're also trying to get rid of this externship opportunity when they have to renew their license. So we're going to be breaking down those issues for you throughout the morning, and Raphael's going to have much more on what teachers are saying are the issues important to them. But something else that people need to know if they're heading out is the weather, and Todd mentioned this to us yesterday.
Yeah, so we do have some showers coming in today. They are going to be light showers, and it does look like they're going to happen a little bit later in the day. I know we were saying maybe in the earlier morning hours yesterday. Looks like that's moving up to the afternoon. So we'll start to see those showers about midday. So it will affect those teachers that are out there as we head into the afternoon hours. Those will continue to linger into the early evening. The good news today, we're starting to see that temperature climb. Will be in the mid-40s, so it's not going to be as cold. As we head through the rest of the week, we have a better chance of more substantial rain showers as we head into Thursday. Tomorrow we'll see a little bit of a break where we'll see some sunshine, temperatures into the 50s. So we haven't seen those in a while.
Yeah. No, we haven't. It's a little more seasonably normal.
Yes, that's where we should be this time of year.
All right, Alyssa, thank you. We want to go back to the Red Fur Ed rally. Obviously, tens of thousands of people expected to come downtown to the State House for this event. So what does this mean for traffic and public transportation?
Yeah, and parking. They're urging these teachers not to bring their own cars. Obviously, that many cars, plus all the people who normally come downtown, making it busy for work. That would just be too much. So they're looking at some different options. We know buses are coming in. One great option for you would be the Indigo Red Line, because it goes right past that area, and it has a number of stops that you can get on depending on where you live or where your school's located at. And so we're going to be breaking down those issues as well as any public safety things that you need to know from IMPD, and Kelsey's going to have all that for us.
And finally, it is Dirty Jobs Week for hiring Hoosiers. And Lauren, you hit the Indiana interstates to learn about a pretty awfully dirty job out there.
Yeah, this is just one part of their job, but this is probably the dirtiest. And of course, it's cleaning up roadkill. We see it on the roads, but you don't always think about who's got to pick it up. So we're going to be talking about that, plus all the other jobs that the INDOT maintenance crews do around the interstates, keeping us all safe, keeping our roads looking clear and nice. So they're also hiring. We're going to tell you more about that coming up right here on Good Morning Indiana.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Now at 4:30 on Good Morning Indiana, tens of thousands of teachers will descend on the State House as they go Red Fur Ed. We have everything you need to know about today's event.
Plus, a Warren Township bus driver has been fired for allegedly choking an 8-year-old boy. We spoke to the family, who says that punishment doesn't go far enough.
Plus, neighbors are frustrated after criminals target cars in Broad Ripple. The string of break-ins and the message police have for you this morning. First here at 4:30, we do want to welcome you into Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. Alyssa Donovan joining us here. And Alyssa, people might want to grab the umbrella before they head out to work or school today.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea today, because we are going to see those showers right around the midday hours when they're going to start moving in to those northwest counties. Then they will spread into central Indiana as we head into the afternoon. They are going to be light, though, and we are going to see expecting rain with that, just because those temperatures are a little bit warmer than we've seen the past couple days. We're back into the 40s this afternoon. We're starting pretty mild this morning as well. 36 degrees right now in Indianapolis, 33 in Greenfield. So it is a cool start, but not as cool as we have been. You still might want that jacket this morning as you head out the door. So it's quiet on the radar right now, but that will change this afternoon. We have a low pressure system just off to our southwest that's developing. That's going to move across Indiana today, and that's going to bring us that potential of some light showers starting in the midday hour and then into the afternoon and early evening before it completely tapers out. So we are going to start with those cloudy skies this morning. We'll see some peaks of sunshine by mid-morning, and then we will start to see those showers move in into the afternoon hours. These are going to be light showers, not expecting heavy rainfall at this time with this system. Starting in the 30s this morning, we're going to see light winds throughout the day as well. Highs will reach the mid-40s. We are climbing up even warmer in the 7-day forecast. All of those details coming up.
Alyssa, thanks. Let's take a look right now at traffic. This is a live look at I-70 and Sherman Drive over on the east side of town. Traffic here is moving along smoothly, both eastbound and westbound. No major issues to slow you down. So let's take a turn up to the north side. I-465 at Allisonville Road. You can see the interstate here is pretty quiet this morning. No major issues to slow you down. But of course, we will continue to keep a close eye on your roads throughout the day today. And we'll let you know if there are any crashes or delays that might slow you down. Well, today teachers from around the state will descend on the State House, sending a message to lawmakers.
More than 16,000 people are registered to attend the Red for Ed rally, according to the Indiana State Teachers Association. The protest is focused on 3 issues. They include better pay for teachers, not allowing districts to use iLearn testing results, which have been criticized to evaluate teachers and school grades, and the push to repeal the externship requirement that would force teachers to do work outside the classroom in order to renew their teaching license.
If your student will be out of school today, we do want to make sure that you are aware of some child care options. The Boys and Girls Club will have open club hours from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. today with snacks provided. It is free for members. Non-members can sign up for $15. Also, several YMCA locations will be hosting a Schools Out camp that will last from 6:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. for children ages 5 to 12. Prices for the Y camps can vary depending on your location and membership status. Food will not be provided during that camp, and several IPS schools will be serving lunch from 11 to 12:30 today. You can find a full list of those as well as a full list of child care locations right on the RTV6 app.
If you or someone you know is planning to be at the State House today for the Go Red for Ed Action Day, you are urged not to take your car and find another way to get there. Indigo tells us they are preparing for what could be one of their busiest days. The Red Line is one of the best options the Indiana State Teachers Association is recommending to the thousands of people planning on attending the rally.
We're just asking that you give us a little extra time, plan extra time in your travel. We're going to see buses that are full and you might have to wait for the next one, and potentially some delays with the added traffic on the roads. So yes, please plan accordingly.
There is a Red Line bus stop right across from the State House. Indiana State Police and several other local law enforcement agencies will be on scene helping with traffic and other safety concerns.
Stay with RTV6 throughout the morning for a complete coverage on the Red for Ed Action Day. We have team coverage coming up right here on Good Morning Indiana. And of course, we'll continue our coverage throughout the day on RTV6, live on the RTV6 app and also on the RTV6 Facebook page.
Now to some developing news on the city's northeast side. Police are investigating the deaths of 2 men who were found dead inside a home on Priscilla Court. That's near 34th and Arlington. We're told officers were called to the home around 11 last night. When they arrived, they found both men unconscious, suffering from gunshot wounds. They were pronounced dead at the scene. Police tell us a 3rd person was likely involved, but was able to get away before officers arrived. We will continue to follow this story and bring you the latest developments on air and online.
It is 4:35. A Warren Township school bus driver is out of a job after allegedly choking an 8-year-old boy. This incident reportedly happened on Friday, November 8th, but the boy's family was not told about it until Tuesday, the 11th. Video of the incident has not been released. The boy told his grandmother, Kimberly Kincaid, that the driver reached over another student, picked him up by his collar, choked him, dangled him in the air, and then threw him in the aisle. Now Kincaid is asking for criminal charges to be filed. She's also demanding accountability and transparency from the district, along with a response for the behavior that she calls inexcusable.
They're supposed to have compassion. Just like it takes a village, he's part of that village. Yes, and he didn't live up to that.
A spokesperson for Warren Township Schools tells us that an incident did happen on a bus on November 8th, and when they learned about it, it was immediately investigated. Officials determined the driver did not choke the boy, but did handle him inappropriately. The school also says the findings of their investigation have been turned over to the authorities. We're waiting to learn from the prosecutor's office whether any charges will be filed.
A string of recent car break-ins in Broad Ripple have neighbors on edge. Residents near East 66th Street and North Park Avenue woke up to the damage on Sunday. The vandalism continued south of 64th and onto Central Avenue as well. Neighbors we spoke to say the area is typically quiet and they've never seen an act of vandalism impacting so many people before.
Every car on the right-hand side of the street had their windows broken in, busted into. There was glass lying on the road everywhere. As I looked down the street, several other neighbors were out with vacuums trying to clean up the street in the backs of their cars, and had noticed then that there were at least 7 other cars between my house and 6 houses down that had also been broken into.
IMPD has a program called B-Link where you can register your home security camera so investigators know where to go when looking for footage of a crime. In this case, it's still unclear if anyone from the neighborhood had signed up for the program. Now, if you ever have safety concerns in your own neighborhood and you aren't getting answers, turn to us. You can email us at workingforyou@rtv6.com.
It's 4:37. The State Department of Health has launched a new anti-vaping ad. The goal is to educate young people on the dangers of vaping. The Behind the Haze campaign is part of a 3-pronged initiative called Vape Free Indiana, which focuses on prevention, cessation, and education. According to the Indiana Youth Tobacco Survey, e-cigarette use has increased more than 350% among Indiana middle and high school students since 2012. The campaign comes as State Health Department investigates vaping-related lung injuries that have hospitalized 104 people and led to 4 Indiana deaths.
As flu season gets off to an early start this year, it's more important than ever to get your flu shot. That's why Community Hospital East is offering free flu shots today. The clinic goes from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the main lobby of the hospital on Ritter Avenue. Vaccines will be given to people ages 18 and older while supplies last. If you cannot make it today, another clinic will be held on Thursday at the same place and at the same time. IMPD's North District is kicking off its Holiday Helper program to keep shoppers, stores, and residents safe near the busy 82nd Street corridor and other shopping centers. The district will be increasing patrols in the area, and officers will be out checking cars to see if shoppers are following safety guidelines by locking their doors and hiding their valuables. If they see a vehicle that's a target for theft, they will leave a flyer behind.
This kind of serves as a reminder of saying, hey, you left these items visible. It takes only a matter of seconds for someone to break into your vehicle, and we kind of try and redirect their behavior.
Community relations officers will also work with stores to address their concerns about things like lighting. Metro Police say the number of vehicle break-ins rises during the holiday season, especially in retail areas.
An 8-year-old girl kidnapped in broad daylight while she's with her mother. Straight ahead, details on the shocking story and her dramatic rescue.
Forget the elf on a shelf and become an elf yourself. Coming up, how you can team up with the post office to make a child's Christmas wish come true. Alyssa.
And we have some light rain showers moving through by the mid-hour today. We're going to continue that warming trend as we head through the. I'll break down everything you need to know coming up.
Come take a test drive at Honda of Fishers.
Time right now is 4:42 here on your Tuesday, and this is a live look right now at traffic at I-69 and 82nd Street, that is. You can see traffic here is moving along up to speed both northbound and southbound. We are scheduled to have some road construction on southbound I-465 and I-69, just a little south of this area. That should be wrapped up by this hour, and everything looks to be traveling up to speed.
Testimony continues today in the House impeachment inquiry. 4 people are set to testify in front of the House Intelligence Committee. In the morning, Jennifer Williams, an aide to Vice President Mike Pence, and Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman, the National Security Council's top Ukraine expert, will testify. Both reportedly had concerns as President Trump spoke with the newly elected Ukrainian president about political investigations into Joe Biden. Then in the afternoon, Ambassador Kurt Volker, the former U.S. Special Envoy to Ukraine, and Tim Morrison, a White House aide with the National Security Council focusing on Europe and Russia policy, will take the stand.
2 correctional officers responsible for guarding Jeffrey Epstein when he took his own life are expected to face federal criminal charges. Those charges could be handed down as soon as today. Epstein died at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York while awaiting trial on charges of sexually abusing teenage girls. The officers are suspected of failing to check on him every half hour as required and of falsifying log entries that they claim that they had. Both guards were working overtime because of staffing shortages when Epstein was found. They've been placed on administrative leave while the investigation into Epstein's death continues. Images of an intense search for an 8-year-old girl kidnapped from her own mother in broad daylight and a dramatic rescue have now been released.
The incident happened in Fort Worth, Texas, and as ABC's Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas reports, it was a race against time to find that little girl.
It's every parent's worst nightmare. An 8-year-old literally snatched from her mother as they go for a walk in this Fort Worth neighborhood. All caught on this doorbell camera in May. The mom fighting for the child, pushed out of the suspect's car.
One of the most disturbing things about this incident was the randomness of it.
6 hours later, police called to this hotel 7 miles from the abduction after a report of a suspicious man with a child. They talk their way in but leave after a brief search. The child is right there, buried under clothes in this laundry basket. 2 hours later, a family friend helping police search identifies the suspect's car in the parking lot of that same hotel. Fort Worth police racing to the scene. Tactical teams force their way in.
Hands! Let me see your hands! Step out here! Step out!
Apprehending the suspect. But where is the child? For a few gut-wrenching moments, there's no sign of her. But then...
Hey, here she is! Got her! We got her!
She pops up right there in the laundry basket.
Wow, police say that brave little girl is doing remarkably well. Her kidnapper was sentenced to life in prison last week.
Here at 4:45, 3 people walked away unscathed from a crash in Illinois, and state police are calling it a miracle. I want you to take a look at this video. Illinois State Police were assisting a stranded vehicle when a box truck there lost control. The truck passed right over the woman and missed the troopers by inches. The woman was treated at the hospital, only suffering from minor injuries. ISP posted this video online, along with a reminder for all drivers that read, "Folks, we can't stress this enough, slow down." Wow, thankfully everyone there in that video is okay this morning. As people are heading out on the roads, though, we do want to take a turn to our forecast and the weather back here at home. Melissa, what can we expect?
So we are seeing that potential of some light rain showers by midday today. We're starting dry, though, this morning with some partly to mostly cloudy skies. 36 degrees right now in Indianapolis. Those winds are light out of the southeast, about 6 miles per hour. So it's a mild start to the day. You're still going to want a warmer coat as you step out the door this morning. And then we do have all that cloud coverage this morning as well. That's just ahead of that front that's going to move through later today. That disturbance is just to the south of us. It's just a low to the south of us. That's going to bring us the potential of those rain showers throughout the day today, starting at the midday hour. So as you head out on the roads this morning, it's going to be a dry start. We'll see a peak of sunshine here and there by mid-morning, and then by the noon hour, that's when we'll start to see those rain showers coming in to those southwestern counties and into these northwestern counties, and then we will see that continue to spread into central Indiana by the afternoon, lingering into the evening. The good news is this is going to be very quick. We will see drier conditions tomorrow, and high pressure is going to build back in briefly. So today we are starting that warming trend, 46 degrees for our high, into the low 50s on Wednesday. By Thursday, 57 degrees. So we're going to see dry conditions on Wednesday, and then we'll see a warm front move through Wednesday night that will really take those temperatures up into the upper 50s. That's going to be followed by a cold front, though, which is going to bring us the potential of a heavier rainfall on Thursday and into early Friday morning. That's going to be our better chance of seeing some precipitation on the ground on Thursday and into Friday morning. Today, we're starting in the 30s this morning, partly to mostly cloudy skies, some peaks of sunshine mid-morning, and then we'll see those clouds really move in, and we'll see that potential of some light rain showers in the afternoon and into the early evening before that clears out overnight, and we'll see mostly sunny skies tomorrow, and we are going to see that potential of some clear out briefly on Wednesday, 50 degrees for the high, and then Thursday, that's when we're going to see the potential of that rain. That's going to move in late Wednesday into Thursday. That's going to take our temperatures up as well, 57 degrees for the high on Thursday. We'll see the potential of a spot shower Friday morning before we start to see those temperatures back into the 40s by the weekend. Just a small chance of a rain or snow mix on Saturday morning. Besides that, we are looking at a dry weekend ahead.
Alyssa, thanks so much. Here is a live look right now to our west, I-70 here at Harding Street. Camera just froze up, but everything here has been traveling up to speed, both eastbound and westbound. No crashes or delays to slow you down. Taking a turn up to the northwest side, here's a live look at your commute at I-465 and West 71st Street. Same story here. Pretty quiet, though, this morning. We'll continue to keep a close eye out for any crashes or issues that might slow you down, and of course, we'll keep you updated.
Today, we recognize the females leading the business world. November 19th is Women's Entrepreneurship Day. The day was started back in 2013. It's all about empowering, celebrating, and supporting women in business across the world. The Women's Entrepreneurship Day organization holds a summit at the United Nations every year. 144 countries and 65 universities and colleges take part in the annual celebration.
Well, if you're driving to your Thanksgiving Day destination, you're not alone. According to AAA, nearly 50 million people will be hitting the roadways. But if you're planning to fly, there are some tricks to save you some cash. AAA recommends you fly out the Monday before Thanksgiving. The travel rush tickets are usually cheaper that day. Another option is to fly on the actual holiday. According to Fare Compare, the most expensive days for your Thanksgiving travel this year are, of course, Wednesday before the holiday and the Sunday after. Experts also recommend looking for alternate or smaller airports outside of big cities. You'll likely find cheaper tickets.
And speaking of the holidays, you can help make a child's Christmas wish come true this year by becoming one of Santa's elves. You'll find everything you need right now on the USPS website. All over the country, kids will send letters to Santa asking for everything from toys to basics like a warm winter coat or shoes. And that's where Operation Santa comes in. Letters from low-income kids are available for adoption online. You can pick one from any city in the country and mail it out by December 20th. Gifts are tax deductible, and if you want your child to be added to the list, visit beanelf.org.
A once-in-a-lifetime contest helps a Florida couple achieve their ultimate dream. Coming up, the details on this life-changing prize.
And coming up at 5, we're continuing our coverage of the Red for Ed Action Day happening at the State House just hours from now. Our Kelsey Anderson will join us live with what you need to know about traffic and safety in the downtown area today. But first,
I'm Vinny Politan. Coming up today on Court TV, we are live in Tallahassee for closing arguments in Florida versus Henry Segura. Segura has been accused of the murder of his girlfriend and her 3 children. He says it was the Mexican drug cartel. Well, this morning, the jury will hear closing arguments from the prosecution and defense, and then we'll be on a verdict watch. We are live in Tallahassee today on Court TV.
Vinny, thanks. Don't forget you can watch the all-new Court TV live right on your mobile device by visiting CourtTV.com. Time right now is 4:51. We'll be right back.
Down, 0 deposit, 0 first month, and 0 due at signing.
Welcome back. Here's a live look just north of downtown, I-65 near 30th Street, where the interstates are clear. Not a whole lot of traffic out there this early hour, but of course we'll keep an eye out for any issues or delays as you're getting ready to start your Tuesday.
A once-in-a-lifetime radio sweepstakes helps a Florida couple start their own family. Back in 2017, B1039 held a Win a Baby contest. The winner got a round of in vitro fertilization treatments and the required medication for free. Thanks to that contest, now Krista and Anthony Rivera can call themselves parents. The couple says they did not think they would ever be parents after Anthony was diagnosed with testicular cancer. IVF treatments were the only option, but they couldn't afford them. Their baby boy Garrett is now 3 months old, and they are forever grateful.
Wow, what a great contest there, and such a cute little baby. Aww. I love that. All right, we'll call this one Little Hero Helps Big Heroes. A Maryland 8-year-old has spent nearly half his life helping veterans. Tyler Stallings was just 4 when he first learned that some vets are homeless, so he wanted to help out and start packing up thank you cards with hygiene kits for the vets in need. So he calls them hero bags. In the 4 years since he started, Stallings has donated nearly 3,000 hero bags. He's also helped to raise nearly $50,000 in donations. Just 8 years old.
Very impressive.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
All right.
All right, we do want to bring in Alyssa right now and talk about our forecast. A lot of people are heading downtown today, Alyssa. What do they need to wear?
So today is a good day to grab a rain jacket just in case, because we have those showers moving through by the midday hour and into the early afternoon and evening. It is going to be dry to start today. Temperatures in the 30s this morning will climb into the mid-40s this afternoon. 50s tomorrow, upper 50s by Thursday, but that comes with more chances of rain showers back into the 40s by the weekend.